So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars in the 5th house in the sign of Capricorn for Virgo ascendant people, as in what happens when Mars is in the 5th in Capricorn while it rules the 8th house and rules the 3rd house. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with the other astrological details, check out the links here, KRSastrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where you will find my courses, including my Nadi course coming soon, June 16th. So, 5th house, Mars. See, Mars is in Capricorn, exalted. Okay. So, first of all, what is the 5th house? 5th house represents your children, your education, mantras, speculation, intelligence. Okay. So one thing we see that because Mars goes into Capricorn in its exalted position, this person will have a very sharp technical intelligence. Like when it comes to anything related to technology and science, this person will do very well, especially for Virgo. Mars in 5th can accelerate in sciences. Any kind of like a scientist. Why? Because remember, Mars is the 8th lord in the 5th. 8th house is research. 8th house is discovery. 8th house is development. Meaning, when scientist is working on something, right, and you hear in the news, oh, they just discovered this anti-age, gene, and now they have created a pill, so you can be 20 years old throughout your life. That is happening in hiding. You're not hearing about it. You don't even know which laboratory this took place. But the news comes out. So one thing we see with this particular Mars in the 5th, when you use your intelligence in discovering something, when you use your intelligence in developing something, you're going to get the best of results. The other thing that we also see with this Mars is the 3rd lord in the 5th, which means that younger sibling do very well in their skills, development of their skills because of your chart. Meaning whether it's your younger brother, you have a younger sister, because of the fact Mars is ruling that 3rd house, they will achieve success with their skills. But also what this happens is, their intelligence is going to be strongly impacted by either their younger siblings, what they watch on social media, spouses, family, okay? These are the people, including younger brother itself, they will always have their intelligence impacted by them. Meaning when it comes to them making certain decisions, the decision subconsciously could also be affected how their younger brother felt, what they watched on social media, on the internet. Perhaps somebody, when they get married, you're going to see, and happens especially after marriage, that their intelligence changes based on the value of the spouse's family. And because the 8th lord is exalted in the 5th, of course, they're going to benefit from it. They're going to benefit from impacting and being influenced by that intelligence of the spouse's family. On the other hand, because Mars is in the 5th, okay, and the 5th house, besides education, of technical learning, technical knowledge. Now, if let's say, of course, Jupiter is there, Venus is there, they can also attain education in fields of management, statistics. With Venus, they can also be interested in economics and finances. But the thing is, 5th house is also children. And one thing we see is especially children, birth of children brings in property. Children will be extremely athletic. However, one of the things you will see, because Mars is exalted, this person is not going to be so fierce in terms of accomplishing their task. Because the thing is, with exalted planet, you have attained a high achievements related to Mars in past life, meaning you were valedictorian. You somehow, could have been a government spy and you helped accomplish some mission. So in this light, they're more relaxed towards those things. So you should always know this about exalted planets. They're very subtle about doing things. This person's not going to be impatient. Like, well, I have to discover something. Well, I have to do well in sports. Like exalted Mars actually will not even push their children towards sports and towards attaining technical skills and knowledge. They will simply, their environment is going to be such that they advise, but they will not push. Unless if, let's say, Mars was debilitated in the 5th, then this person is trying to accomplish everything related to the 5th house to its core, because it is that unfinished and unsuccessful karma of the past. This is the big difference that you will have to understand with this particular Mars. And then Mars, is also represents the natural body itself of an individual. So here you see that their body, the health of the body, will always improve when they are learning something new. You see, what happens is if this person does not continue learning, does not continue educating themselves, their body just shuts down. Because again, Mars is a Dhiya Karka. Like Jupiter is the Jiva Karka. So here Mars, in order for you to keep accelerating in your skills, the 3rd house, ability to do best in your development, research, ability to do very well, especially even in your investments or speculation, helping out your children. You should always keep learning something. When you keep educating yourself, all these things stay in the most balanced state. But if you, let's say, graduated from your master's degree, you're like, okay, well, I'm just working. I don't need to learn anymore. This is where then this Mars begin to crumble and becomes weak. So even if, let's say, for example, you must have Mars in the 5th house Capricorn and you're watching me. You're interested in astrology. You're interested in Vedic astrology. What do? Go find a book, read a book, learn something, learn astrology. Just pick this one subject. It'll be a lifelong learning. One book, one chapter, one course will not teach you nothing. So it'll just be like a very small part of the whole ocean. So you keep learning that. And because of its exalted state, you keep gaining related to the 5th house. Including even the more you learn, you will see that the more you keep learning, the better your chances becomes to even attaining a property. When a person is like, okay, I'm not getting a property, so of course you're going to see 4th house, 4th lord planets in the 4th house. But Mars is the Bhumiputra. It is the actual main significator of real estate. Learn some professional skill when you want to get a property. When you're trying to get a property, start learning some professional skills, because Capricorn is naturally the original 10th house of your career. So once you start doing that, you will see things just start coming together and start bringing you your desire to attain that property. And then we can see, okay, if there's a planet in the 4th, what else this person can do? Where does the 4th lord goes? What else this person can do? So this is where Mars is going to help you the most. Okay? And now, of course, there's a lot of things, with this Mars, but we can really see that from seeing other planets from Mars and with Mars. Because, of course, if a planet is with Mars, it's going to always change something. It's like you're bringing 2 colors together. Okay, red and blue is no longer going to be red and blue. It's going to create something even more dark. So that's what we have to see when we see a chart. So anyway, guys, this is my analysis of Mars in the 5th house for Virgo ascendant people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss the top of videos. And you want to know where your Mars is placed along with all your astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow from a different video. Bye-bye.